Well, believe it or not, this is supposed to be autumn. A lot of the leaves haven't even fallen yet, and when was it? A few days ago we got 6 inches of snow where I am. Pretty early winter, my goodness. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that after maybe another 4 or 5 days that it will start warming up and we'll get back to some normal temperatures. I was out earlier today, not on the bike, but in the car, and I noticed that the roads were pretty good. You know, there's some roads that are not so hot and some sections that aren't good. You got to watch it being just below zero, but the sun has been out, and I think a lot of the thinner sections of ice that are now just wet. Lowest temperature I've ridden in is what was it? It was -12. And that was pretty darn cold, and believe it or not, that was with an open face helmet. I looked at the weather forecast, and the next maybe 4 days it's forecasted to be clouded and snow flurries. So I figured this may be my last chance for a little while. Take advantage of it, get some fresh air. I suppose I could get fresh air by going for a walk, but it's not the same, is it? Let's take this route home. The street might be less wet. It's a neat little area of town, lots of neat little shops. You do get some funny looks when you're out motorcycling in this kind of weather, these temperatures. People don't expect it. And of course you rarely see another motorcycle. I ride in the winter when I can, and for the last 3 winters that's been like almost daily. It's just the way it worked out. But I don't think, maybe I saw one motorcyclist in the last 3 years in the winter. I'd seen lots of scooter riders. They seem to be a hardy breed. Either that or like me, they don't know any better. It's always a challenge riding in the winter, but you know what? I find that it's good. I mean, you can't go far because, you know, even with heated grips, my fingertips will freeze a little too quickly, that's for sure. You still come back feeling pretty good. You know, that cold air just rejuvenates you. At least that's the way I feel. But you do have to watch it, that's for sure. I mean, you always got to watch it when you're on 2 wheels, but in the winter things change. You don't have the same traction even on dry roads. You know, your tires are always cold. And there could be hidden spots of ice or what have you. And then plus the factor of car drivers not expecting you. I mean, they should be aware at all times anyway, but it seems that that's not the case, so my left fingertips are starting to get pretty cold, starting to freeze up. You know, you sit at a traffic light and you got your clutch in. Well, at least I always do. I don't sit at traffic lights in neutral. I never do. So I got my clutch in, and you got that cold metal on your fingers, and plus your fingers don't wrap around the grip totally. I mean, I always have 2 fingers on the levers, and so those 2 fingers, they get mighty chilly. And traffic lights always seem longer when it's cold out. My hands freeze up real fast. lots of, I guess you'd call it frostbite in the past, where my hands were actually solid, you know, frozen solid, like hard, the fingers that is, all swollen and hard. And then I'd thaw them out, excruciatingly painful. Oh my God. We didn't have a protected upbringing like you see kids go through today, these days. We did what we wanted, and we took all sorts of chances and risks. Where I was raised, we used to have a lot of thunderstorms that, like pretty violent ones, and a lot of rain coming down during any of those storms, you know. It was a real heavy rain, and the streets would get flooded, and so we'd go out, you know, us kids, we'd put on our bathing suits and go play in the streets while it was raining. Thunder and lightning, the whole works. I suppose it was risky, but I gotta tell you that it was pretty exciting too. Sometimes you can make life way too safe, especially for kids growing up, you know. I mean, you gotta watch them, eh? You gotta protect your kids, absolutely, but some people, they kind of go overboard, you know. Mind you, I don't think I let my kid do the kinds of things that I did, so I guess I can understand the caution, but I didn't go overboard in protecting them, no. This is pretty here. It's always pretty when it snows. Behind these trees there's a beautiful creek that flows. It's quite a good one. It's quite a big creek. Not a lot of water in it right now, of course, you know, but at runoff time it's a pretty furious one for sure. Well, my fingers are getting pretty painful on my left hand, so it's a good job I'm kind of close to home, about a mile away now. And this should give me my riding fix for the next few days, because I don't think I'll be able to ride in the foreseeable 4 days or so. So listen, you guys and girls, I'm gonna call an end to this video now, so thanks for joining me, eh? And I hope that you ride safely and enjoy your rides. See you on the next one.